Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In our previous video, we talked about the hadith that has been narrated by Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, and we talked about how the Prophet himself was the first person, one of the first people to weep and grieve for Imam Husayn, and the Prophet himself asked Jibreel to bring the sand of Karbala to him so that he could relate to the tragedy that was going to take place in the future, and so that he could imagine his grandson and his third successor, and imagine all the calamities that will come upon him and his family, so that he could then save Islam and put forward this great sacrifice that he has made. The sacrifice of Imam Husayn is something that Allah himself and the Prophet and Hazrat Zahra salamullah alayha, they have talked about it in many narrations. One of the narrations that we have is a conversation between the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Hazrat Zahra salamullah alayha. When the Prophet explained and narrated to BiBi Fatimah the events of Karbala and the tragedies that were going to take place for her son Imam Husayn, BiBi Fatimah, as a mother and as someone who would know, because this is also an important distinction, BiBi Fatima, apart from just being the mother of Imam Husayn, she is also a ma'soom. So on one side is the grief that a mother would have and has on the calamities that will fall upon her son in Karbala. On the other hand is a ma'soom who knows that how important it is that we understand that the Muslim ummah of the time is going to act in this way with the true successor of the Prophet. So these are two different types of griefs that she has. When Hazrat Zahra asks the Prophet that when will this event take place, the event of Karbala, the Prophet says that it will be at a time when neither I, meaning the Prophet, nor Imam Ali, nor Hazrat Zahra herself is going to be there. Then Hazrat Zahra asks, then who is going to weep for my son Husayn? So the Prophet famously says that there will be a community whose ladies will weep for the ladies in Karbala, and whose men will weep for the men in Karbala, and they will keep alive this tradition year after year, and they will keep alive this movement. So the Prophet himself is foretelling what we are doing every year. And of course, we as Shias, we don't just commemorate the martyrdom of Imam Husayn in Muharram or in Safar. What we do is throughout the year in all majalises that we have, we remember the dhikr of Imam Husayn and we remember the events of Karbala. What we do is actually what the Prophet has promised to Hazrat Zahra. It is an honor for us to cry for Imam Husayn and to have Azadari and to have gatherings of mourning, because the Prophet has promised his daughter that it is us who will keep alive this message and who will keep alive this commemoration. And it is truly an honor for us to be part of this promise of the Prophet to his daughter. I strongly urge you all, we will leave the reference for the hadith that I'm talking about on the screen. Allamah Syed Rızvi has a book on this. We will leave the name of the book on the screen also. It is available on our website, allamahrizvi.com. I strongly urge all of us to read through this book, where the Allamah has explained this hadith and has talked about many other issues related to Azadari, so that inshallah in this Muharram, apart from the commemoration that we have, we can also build out the strong dalil and the strong adilla and the strong proof that we have for us being on the right and those who are against Azadari to be on the wrong. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.